Shout out to everybody who's following us. Like and subscribe. It's your boy Cash. Cash Money Dream Podcast. We got our special guest in the building. Yes, everything's good right now. So we right now finna get into a topic, and let's see what's going on. There's a lot of fuckery going on in the world today when it comes to men and women. So we actually try to express ourselves into what we see.
Let's take a look at this one.
Cut the volume up.
In China, if you're over 25, you are expired in the dating market. You are called a 剩女, leftover woman.
A what?
A leftover woman. After 25, you can't be picky anymore. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. Imagine China is Leonardo DiCaprio.
China is Leo.
The whole China is Leo.
I dare you to say this in America. You go up to American girls and say, you're 25, it's done.
You are already
It's a
done
wrap.
for Leo.
They would hate that policy.
They do. In China, they do that.
How come you never say anything when they come up with the 25? Why don't you say that's how we do it in China?
Exactly. I wanted to do that. Let me talk about it. I think Leo is just following Chinese culture. Maybe he eat too much dim sum. He went to Mr. Chow too many times. He just have the Chinese standard. You're over 25, you're expired.
Okay, so basically, if you're a female in China and over 25, you're expired, is what this Chinese woman is saying. So
I think it's the same thing in America. It's just maybe
26, 27,
yeah. I think it's like maybe 28.
Yeah.
I mean,
In America, it's just
And-
a few more years.
and women will get mad about this. They will literally get mad about this. But it's funny that you say 27 or 26. I'm actually shocked that you said that.
No, I'm saying that's what America is. That's how it's different over here.
Right.
It's like you're an expired woman. We give you a few more years, is what I'm saying.
But women, you got 90% of women who's delusional and don't believe this shit. They believe that they can go 29, 28, or some of them believe they can go 37, 40 and still build a family and a legacy at that age.
I'm going to say I need to find my husband this year.
I mean, and you 24, right? 24.
I need to get married right now.
You know what I mean? A lot of these women got to understand, you 24, 25, what are you doing out here? What are you in the nightclubs and what are you doing? That hot girl shit, it doesn't work. Because in your 30s, while your friends are married, having kids, and they got good men, you sitting out, getting dicked down, getting stretched out by a whole bunch of different type of men, and you become more insecure and you have more problems. Men can play this game very well. We could play this game till we 50 or 60. Now, I will tell you, men in their 50s, if they ain't got money, then them dudes living in studio apartments and they struggling, and those the guys who are buying OnlyFans and looking at porn. Okay? But guys who are about their bags in their 30s and in their 20s, so they can have good 40s, those guys are most likely unicorns and taken. So for the women out there that's young, it's pretty dangerous. And it's sad because if you think of an Asian country, it's really like that. But in America, you got people out here thinking they're the next Cardi B. And these women are running around literally with no vaccinations.
So what do you think a woman should do or a woman does once she expires, according to this Asian lady?
I hate that word, but it is what it is. What do you think?
You find an expired man.
I mean I mean shit. For women, I'm sorry, you are, and that's just the reality of it. What do you feel?
At the end of the day, you're either gonna find a unicorn. So there's still people who are going to marry these women after that age. You know, there's circumstances still where you're not. It's not like you don't have love forever, but yeah, you kind of you have to, I guess, change your standard of dating. What you might be looking for, because you might just be, I don't know.
I
might just be too picky.
I think a woman needs to focus on not nightclubs. She need not to focus on.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, for a girl to be 24, right? 24, 25, let's say just 26. We go 23. I think at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you can have all your fun. But at 23, 24, 25, you must start looking towards settling into a position where you're building your career, because you must get with a guy that has a legacy. You must get with a guy with a future. You women care for man's future. If I told you 3 years from now, if you're 28, by the time you're 31, you're gonna be with a bum. You're gonna be like, no, I'm not. And women don't believe this shit. And I had this conversation with a lady last night, and it's funny because I ain't trying to put her business out there, but she went through a relationship with a guy, and the man had a baby on her with another woman, and she walked away from that relationship. And I told her, why would you walk away from the relationship? Because he had a baby with another woman. But it comes down to her saying a lot of shit. She's saying he was a joke, he was a bum, he was this and that. And then I said, okay, then that makes sense to walk away. But I asked her, if he was in a Drake position, would you walk away? And she said no. And I said, it's funny that women change up their position, what they would and won't do, depending on the man's status. Do you agree with that?
I don't know if it's on the man's status though, because maybe if you phrase the money the question like, if he had the same amount of money as Drake, she's probably looking at, oh, this man's gonna take care of my son at least financially, like, because a lot of people won't do nothing to take care of your kid.
But you got 70% of women
or, like,
having babies
physically.
with bums, and then
No,
they get
for sure. I'm just saying you switch the scenario on her.
Right.
And I don't know if it's necessarily like, oh, it's because he has status. It might be like other things why she would have switched the scenario on that.
I think because status matters. Trust me, women want a man.
Status matters, but so
women
does
want
security.
powerful
Security
men.
matters a lot.
Security is the
women.
most important thing. I would tell a woman security is more important, and a roof over your head is more important than a guy who's running around with $100 million or with $1 billion. That's great, but in the reality, trust me, would you if you was with a billionaire and you met a billionaire tomorrow and he got his ass whooped every day and he couldn't protect you, would you date that billionaire? And some women would. It's only because of the money. But is she really into the guy? The relationships only work if you really into the guy. You have to be obsessed with the guy. And a lot of women get in relationships and they're not obsessed with the man they're dating. They're not obsessed. That's why I say women must chase men. And she got mad at me. She was so mad at me. She was like, man, bruh, what are you talking about? Bruh. What are you talking about? You must chase a man. And she was like, I told her, think about it. All the guys that chase you are bums, right? That unicorn, you hoping for that unicorn to find you. It's never going to happen. But if you go out there and you find the guy you want, you know the height you're looking for, you know the income you're looking for, you know exactly what you want. You can more likely find it by looking than waiting for a man to approach you and put yourself into a situation where you're meeting Houdini. A lot of these women are dating men with magic. I mean, they pulling shit out of their heads. Sometimes they might pull out a rabbit. Sometimes they might pull out a cat or a dog. And most of these women end up dying with them creatures anyway. So, but I think 26, 27, 28, 29 is so important for a woman because you're getting close to the age where you must have children.
Yeah, if you're yes. I think that's what's really, it depends. So it depends what your goal in life is. Like if you want to have children, you want to have a husband, yeah, you have to change your lifestyle at that age. I mean, if not sooner, well,
I think sooner.
Yeah,
for sure.
a lot sooner. But at least by then, you really should be changing your ways because you're not going to find your husband.
You stupid.
And I know that. And I be outside. But I don't go outside all the
You
time.
be outside? Do you be outside getting to the, or do you be outside doing stupid shit?
No, I don't be doing stupid shit.
You be all in the clubs, huh?
Yeah.
All in the VIP.
And like I said, it's just,
all y'all girls texting each other talking about this nigga got money.
No.
This nigga broke. Tell that nigga tall.
I
But
promise
nigga
you,
6'7".
if you have time to care about that shit, you have too much time.
Nigga
I'm not
6'7".
Got time for that.
This is real shit. Niggas 6'7", but negative 67 in the bank account. You women love them
No.
niggas. You know what's funny? Women will date like any guy they have access that has some type of resource, right? But as soon as they get the guy they truly attracted to, right, the guy that everybody say you look good with, they will change up very quickly. They will basically change the way they operate. They will date the guy that's broke because he's attractive. He has a nice smile. He's tall. His hair is always done. He smells good. He looks good with you on paper. But in reality, you're doing all the work. And these are guys that we talk about that are bums that women go after but then they get mad because they go 3, 4, 5 years in these relationships. And then once they get out of it, they're like, I'm never going through this shit again. So they go try to date the next guy that's on a higher level, but those guys are really never interested. And I try to always figure out, why is that? Why is it women do that? Why do they approach it that way? Is it different for you? Because you're 24. You in the world of dating. This is the best time for a woman at 24, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, you're getting money, you're about your bag, boss babe bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
We don't give a fuck about chicks with money, but most men don't. I would say
Most men don't care about if you have money or not.
I mean, they're most men. I don't think women realize most men are looking for a woman that they can build a legacy with, and some women automatically are counseled by the fuckery they do. But it depends. I think it works differently for everybody. I mean, are you looking for a husband?
Yes.
Emotional.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I am. I really am. Maybe I wasn't for sure. I wasn't for a minute, but I think the intention has always been to get married. In all of my relationships, it just never worked out that way.
And you want to have kids?
Yes, and I have one.
You have a kid?
I have a kid.
How does was it a boy or girl?
Boy, 3.
3 years old. Jesus. Those kids kick you in the legs. Those the ones that ask for everything. 3 years old,
My son doesn't ask for a lot.
then he's a great son.
Yeah, he don't ask for a lot.
That means you must give him everything he wants if he don't ask for a lot.
I hope.
So then would you say you're a single mom right now?
Yes, I'm a single mom right
Is
now.
it a struggle in 2023 to be a single mother?
Being a single mom in general is a struggle. I don't think there's anything different about it being 2023. I think more than a struggle, it should be your drive more than like you letting it like be your struggle. So it depends. Like, what do you mean? Like, what would be struggling about being a single mom? Dating, money.
I mean,
like
dating, money, time.
it's definitely a struggle to date as a single mom.
I think a lot of single moms don't. Their time are all fucked up, and that's why they
Yes.
don't get the guy they want. They don't have the time.
But it's like, what do you do? Because you're a single mom. Like,
You
what
must-
do
you
do?
must- you must
have
give-
to do it.
you must give the energy.
You just gotta hope for that one unicorn.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, but
Get
it's
some
but,
fucking help.
but I'm saying you were talking about a schedule being crazy.
I'm talking about women in general who have a child. You got one.
Mhm.
There's some women out here with fuckery. They got
Yeah,
3
I
baby
know.
daddies, 4 baby daddies.
I don't want no more than
and
2.
some of these women, they're beautiful women, but shit, they're it's just fucked up. How fair is that for a man? Seriously, I had this conversation with a girl yesterday, and she was getting mad at me, frustrated, even though she likes me, but she was getting frustrated at me because she don't want to hear the truth. No man wants a woman with 3 or 4 kids. It's not gonna happen. I mean, come on. How can a guy go into his position and build his legacy with a woman that's already taken into a position? And the guys who do it, I mean, shit, I feel bad for them. Pity on them. I mean,
You
but
stupid.
now, look, if you rich as hell and you bump into a woman that is, I would tell you this. Let me correct myself. If a woman comes with peace of mind, she has great character, she's sweet, kind, she's nurturing, and she has 2 baby daddies, but she has no stress, and she meets a guy who's a unicorn, it can work.
Mm-hmm.
But you must do so much.
Tell me what I gotta do.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do. You want to know?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh.
I would tell you this. Most of them women,
She belongs to the streets.
a lot of these
She
women.
belongs to the streets.
But if a woman really want to know, if you are a woman and you have more than 1 baby daddy,
No, what if you only have one? I'm
even
asking
1.
me.
Okay, here, I'll put in this. I'll do it for you and all women. 1, you have to come to the table with peace of mind. The man must look at everything he does when he comes to you. It's peace. He's not stressed about anything. He could talk to you about something stupid. He could talk to you about something serious, and you're a nurturer. And you help him figure out the problem. That's number 1. Number 2 is very important, okay? Most men need assistance. Women who say this bullshit, because I had this girl, I was talking to this chick, and we was talking about, she's crazy. She said, I ain't your mother. I'm not doing mothery shit. Like, women who say that shit are going to die alone for a very long time. Men need nurture. So if I need you to help me, assist me so I can be the best. If I become the best, you become the best.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And this is why I think I had this conversation with you before. This is why I say LeBron James' wife is so important in 2023. And women should look at her, go to her profile, follow her, see how she lives her life. That's how you should do it. But a man needs an assistant. He needs someone who helps him. So if I'm running a business, the best thing you could text a man to say is, how can I help you? What can I do for you to make your day better? What can I do to help you reach your goal? Because if I reach my goal, say if I'm trying to make $50,000 a month, you don't think you're going to get a piece of that? It's not about buying your love. It's not about spoiling you with bullshit.
It's about working.
It's about working. It's about building. When a man builds with a woman, let me tell y'all women this. When a man builds with a woman, listen very quick.
I want to say something after that because I feel like it ties into what you're about to say.
Okay. When a man builds with a woman, you become the prize. Okay? The man's the prize. He's protecting you. He's giving you security. Are all men prize? No. Most men are bums. But if you got a guy who's about his money, his bag, he's about his business, and you're in that position, why the fuck would you let any other woman take him? Even if he's dating other women, show him that you're going to be in his corner no matter what. And eventually, all those other women will fade. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.